Well, it's day 2 of the pretrial hearing for a woman connected to her son's death. Colton Turner was found dead last year in southeast Austin. Months ago, Megan Work pleaded not guilty to injury of a child and tampering with evidence. She was in court today to see what evidence can be used in her trial. KXAN Sophia Beausoleil live from the Travis County Criminal Justice Center with more.
Good evening. Well, the pretrial hearing wrapped up about an hour ago, and Work's attorneys are trying to prove, because they believe that she was detained incorrectly when it comes to the Cedar Park Police Department and that she was questioned incorrectly as well. Today we learned about what her condition was like when she was first questioned, also about what she was like when she was in the Williamson County Jail. With her hair pulled up, wearing a jumpsuit, and in handcuffs, deputies brought Megan Work into the courtroom for day 2 of her pretrial hearing. A medical worker with the Williamson County Jail took to the witness stand and told the courtroom how Work was 4 months pregnant when she was taken in. For the first time, we learned Work was on suicide watch after she was booked into the Williamson County Jail last September. The prosecution then brought Detective Christopher Daly to the witness stand. He questioned Work for hours, asking where Colton Turner was. The judge asked us not to broadcast any of the audio recordings from the hearing, but you can see Work was crying in the video. Daly said she changed her story many times about Colton's whereabouts. In the video, there was a brief discussion about how to get an attorney, but Work never directly said if she actually wanted one. And obviously that is what Work's attorneys say they are focusing on when it comes to when she was detained and questioned. When it comes to that suicide watch, there were 2 people who were watching her for about 24 hours, and the official who was on the stand inside the courtroom told us that that was standard protocol because of the charge that she was in the jail for. Now the hearing will resume tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and that will be the point where the judge will decide whether some of this evidence will be used in the future trial, which should be sometime later on this year. Reporting live from the Travis County Justice Complex, Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
Sophia, thanks. Colton's case has had a huge impact on how the state of Texas protects children at risk of abuse or neglect. Shortly after Colton's body was found, Child Protective Services released its report on the boy. CPS said it had failed to protect Colton by making several mistakes in judgment and failing to follow the agency's own policies. 3 employees were fired, including the caseworker, the supervisor, and the program director. The report led the CPS to bring in extra investigators to look into 450 case files in Travis County alone that had not been processed. Colton's case also highlighting the need for changes within the Child Protective Services. Last October, CPS said it would make several changes, including improving the tracking of abuse investigations and hiring and retaining quality staff members. An update on their progress is expected to come in later this year.